Greetings and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabro, here with day 9 of Martial Arts March. Cha-cha! Yes, we are here wrapping up the martial arts themed month with some more martial arts goodness. Last time we saw The Street Fighter with Sonny Chiba, where it had X-ray kills, goink, nut rips, gore, damn nuts, and throat rips, Roadhouse style. And that movie was so popular, it spawned a sequel. Last time we also saw this little DVD that has The Street Fighter and Return of the Street Fighter. And since this is a double feature, I saw both movies and might as well talk about both of them. Because both of them are amazing. Last time I mentioned that the first Street Fighter is my favorite, has more of the goody goodness that I enjoy. But Return of the Street Fighter does not get left far behind. No. This has the same Terry Tsurugi action that you would expect after seeing the first one. And is this a good one indeed. The story starts off after the events of the first one. Terry Tsurugi is able to survive his devastating injuries, and he's back at the game, once again working as a freelance ninja hitman assassin killer, taking odd jobs, because he is a hard man, and he is used to this hard life. So he's given an assignment to kill these two snitches. Snitches get stitches, and oh boy, does Terry Tsurugi take care of that. One of them is in the police office, and he is being grilled to spill out information. So Terry gets himself arrested, and as he's going by the interrogation rooms, he sees the guy and, busts out from the cops, does some cop whooping, and hits the guy in the vocal cords, so he will not be able to talk or divulge any secrets. Then he breaks out of prison. I guess it really is just that easy. In this one, he's giving another sidekick, a spunky little lady with some weird ponytails, and that helps him out in his mission. And the story revolves around this asshole guy that is stealing, taking, and scamming people out of money, supposedly to create a new karate or martial arts center. But it's all a front. He's actually just stealing the money to give it to the mafia. But he is using the name of the chubby, bald martial artist from the first movie, the one that fought Tsurugi. And this guy will have none of that. No. So he goes to confront him, and he's like, look, dude, I already contacted people in other countries. We have proof. We know you're scamming everyone, so save face and just return the money. And of course the money's not there because it went to the mafia. So the guy like, well, shoot, I can't lose face, so the next logical thing is to kill the chubby, balding martial arts master. And so he hires Tsurugi to do the job. But Tsurugi does not accept the job because he respects the master after their fight. And the one thing that this movie has is a lot of clips from the previous movie. They do highlight a lot of things, like the fight with the master and other stuff that we'll get to. So this, a lot of, not a lot, but it does have a number of clips from the first one, which is okay. If you saw the first one and it's been a while, you get a couple of clips and that jogs your memory. Or if this is the first one that you watch and you want to know what's going on, those clips are helpful. But seeing the two movies back to back is kind of like, well, yes, I already saw that. Give me new stuff. But anyway, Tsurugi declines the offer, and since he knows too much, they also put a hit on Tsurugi. So he goes there, and he's somehow in a snow lift, and he is being attacked by these assassins. And he, of course, whoops their ass, but this is where we get the memorable kill in this movie. Yes, we had 3 the last one, and in this one, he has the eye-popping scene. It is glorious. He's fighting a guy, he has him on his knees, and then he goes buck at the back of the head, and his the eyes of the other guy go boop. Ah, my eyes! Kind of like a Looney Tunes character. It's a good effect. I mean, I suppose a lot of people might think it's rather ridiculous. I dug it. I thought that effect was pretty cool. And if someone hits you with enough force on the back, it is something that would make sense that your eyes would pop out. So the guy's like, with his eyes all there, like, and he drops dead. But they put, eventually, a hit on the chubby, balding martial arts master, and they killed one of his cop friends that was trying to unravel the whole mafia other guy thing. So he's dead. So like, okay, well, you maybe get invested in this main character, now he's dead. The martial arts master is badly wounded, and Tsurugi finds out about this, and he wants revenge. Fuck those guys. They played him dirty. So, he's going after revenge, but shock of shocks, the prison guy from the first movie, whose brother got killed and whose sister was sold to prostitution, or the life of the ladies of the night, by force, not by choice, is back. After getting his throat ripped out, he came back with a voice box. So I guess that's how that works. He was so badass, he survived, and all he needed was be part Terminator to come back. So he's talking like, I am a robot. Terry Tsurugi, you mono lover. You've done this to me. You've ruined my life. Now I will kill you. And they fight again. And Tsurugi gets thrown off a building, lands, and is badly damaged. He is able, by sheer badassedness, to heal his injuries by eating a tomato and drinking some alcohol and spilling it on his wounds to heal himself. He is not 100%, but even at 50%, he's still a badass. And he's like, revenge, and revenge he goes after. During this, the guy that was building the center is a liability, so the mafia send their regional boss to kill him. So now it's just him. It is also revealed that the ponytail lady was actually working for them, and they were going to use her to set Tsurugi up, but she developed a friendship for him, because even though he's an asshole, he does have some sort of code of honor, like I mentioned last time. So she outs for him, but then they take her, and then they torture her, and I hope not, but it's kind of implied they did way more to her than that, and they blind her. So these guys are just assholes, freaking assholes. Tsurugi finds her after going to the main base of operations for the mafia, and she apologizes. She, says that she was working for them, but doesn't want to, she wanted to change her ways for her. And the mafia boss shoots her dead, and that's when Tsurugi's like, "Aw, shit, you done fucked up now, boys." And he starts just mopping the floor with the mob boss and all of his minions. Culminating in the last fight between, Tsurugi and the voice box guy. And, boy, that was a shocking ending, let me tell you, before finally doing away with the mafia boss. Like I said, the first one has more memorable scenes with the three that I've already mentioned, but this one is still a lot of fun. It does use, like I said, a number of clips from the first one, but if this is the first one that you saw, it's okay to be let in on what happened in the previous one. And if it's been a while since you've seen the first one, these little segments also help you to refresh your memory. It's only when you watch the movies back to back that you're like, I just saw this, but okay, I'll go with it. But the moments that they choose were good. They weren't filler. It's, the fight scene between Tsurugi and the chunky bald master, and the fight with the robot guy, and some other stuff. But the story is interesting, but you would think, after hearing Terry Tsurugi wiping out the Yakuza and the mob in the first one, you would not try to screw him over in a second time. After, everyone knows he's notorious and he has a terrible temper, maybe not threaten the super effective ninja assassin that we know is out for revenge and holds a grudge. Maybe, try to avoid that. But no, Everyone thinks they can take on Tsurugi, and Tsurugi just hands their asses back to them so they can eat them and then promptly die. But it's the markings of a badass, a tough man forged by tough times that only cares about number one, but also has his own code of honor. But yeah, Tsurugi doesn't come out so much as an asshole in this one as he did in the first one with selling that guy's sister to those prostitution rings. That was a dick move. But he still comes out a little bit more as a hero in this one. Still an anti-hero, or maybe a tweener if you want to call it, but still a badass nonetheless. He takes no shit from anyone and gives 2 times as good as he gets. So this movie is amazing, like the first one. Personally, like I said before, I still prefer the first one, but this sequel leaves nothing to be desired if, you are looking for a good time. It's not a bad sequel, it's a good sequel, and I recommend it indeed. Yes, very, very good. If you haven't seen any movie from Sonny Chiba and your only introduction is through Kill Bill, definitely track down these two. The first one, like I said, is on YouTube and Tubi, and the sequel, at least in my Tubi here in the grand old country of Mexico, is also on Tubi, that you could watch for free. Or, again, you can special order that amazing box set that has the 3 movies. Yes, good stuff. Well, like I said, we're wrapping up with Martial Arts March. We have one more movie to talk about, so 10 videos total will go into the Martial Arts March playlist. Also, I am still up for Horror YouTuber of the Month, and you still have time to vote in the link that I'll put below. So stay tuned for the next projects we share. But until we see you all again, we wish you, like always, a good evening.